Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'll talk about how I assembled my ideal machine for my game dev journey. I'll show and explain what all things you should keep in mind while assembling your ideal machine for game dev journey. As I progressed in my journey, I understood that a faster machine is not just for a better performance, but it also saves a lot of time. And when programming, the faster the code compiles, the more interesting your project looks, and it gives you a morale boost. Programming is a very stressful job if you have a low specs machine. My experience. I have divided the process of assembling your ideal machine into three steps. First step, you need to ask yourself, why do you need a machine upgrade and what's your main use? This step is important because it will determine what are your requirements. You can make a list of softwares you use. Step 2, budgeting. Not everyone has funds to spare. We have to assemble a machine which will work wonders in our budget. Step 3, research and buying. Researching means that you need to find your ideal machine and make sure it is compatible and does not have any problems in the long run. By the long run, I mean it should be upgradable in future. I'll explain and show how using the steps I assembled my ideal machine. Step 1. I needed a machine upgrade for less compile time. When I used to open my project in Unity 2019.3 on my old machine, it used to take me up to 8 minutes to just start my project. You can easily understand what time it used to take to do other tasks. Since I am a Blender enthusiast, I sometimes do 3D modeling as well. So my main software of use are Unity, Blender, GIMP, Visual Studio and a few more. Step 2. Now let's talk budgeting, and this is the most important step. Since I was saving for almost 18 months, I had a budget of 70,000 rupees, which is approximately 1000 US dollars. Step 3. This is the longest process. The first thing I did was went online on Amazon and started searching for already built cabinets. This was one of my mistakes that I made. Never start searching anything without researching. So after spending a whole day on Amazon looking at prices of different parts, the next day I started with talking to my friends and other devs in the community about their work setup. With just spending 3 hours talking, I learned more about the setup I needed than just surfing the internet. After talking, I came up with a conclusion of the minimum build a game developer needs for the basic development. GT 730 4GB plus 8GB of RAM with i5 or Ryzen 5 and at least 120GB of SSD. Now when we look at the cost of this on Amazon, the setup is almost around 26,000 rupees. This is just the basic cabinet. Now I also like playing games, so for me I decided to go high on the GPU. Now I had many options from GTX 1050 Ti to RTX 2070. Now here is where your budget plays an important role. I can play a game with decent FPS on any graphic card above 1050 Ti. If you're working on a virtual production or developing something using ray tracing, then you can opt for RTX 2060 and above. If you are into VR development, then any GPU above GTX 1030 will work for you. Since I'm not working on ray tracing at this moment, I decided to go for 1660 Super. Now let's talk CPU, AMD or Intel. You can choose any one as long as it's compatible with your build. In Intel, I'll suggest you go above i5 7th gen, and in AMD, anything above Ryzen 5 will work for you. I decided to go with AMD Ryzen 5 3600. Not that I don't like Intel, I found AMD better for its prices. Then I created a list of all the possible setups. After creating a sheet of setups, I checked the prices for each and every part online and started adding them to the price sheet. After I was done, when I was about to book my order, I thought I'll have a talk with my father. I'll explain him what and why I was buying. and he suggested me to talk to a local vendor first and ask for a quotation. I thought, why should I? Because online I was saving around 10,000 rupees. But he insisted. So the next day I visited a local vendor and asked for a quotation of 3 builds. Now I really like this because I could physically see the parts, and plus the engineer helped me create a perfect build for my needs. He gave me the quotation for all the 3 setups, and later that day we narrowed down to one setup by taking the best from all the other setups. I decided to go for a Ryzen 5 3500X with 1660 Super 6GB and a 240GB SSD with 1 TB of hard disk, a cabinet with 1 fan and 2 8GB DDR4 Crosshair 3200. The PSU was 650 watt and the board was MSI D3M Pro. Now with the local vendor I had an advantage. The first was I got a Ryzen 5 3800 RGB fan on my processor, and the second, the price was almost same for most part, but in some part it was even less. For this I thanked my dad, and after that he suggested me one more thing, that to go for a 24-inch screen instead of a 22-inch screen. Again I had to go over my budget and check if I could really do that. It was gonna cost me 2000 more and was in my budget, so without giving it a second thought I booked my setup. After waiting for 2 days I received my build and started working on it. Today is the second week of it and everything is working great. Now my Unity project starts up in less than a minute. Time is a very important thing when we are in the development cycle. That's what I have learned after participating in a few jams. Time and a good team are a key to a fun and a beautiful game. This is my setup with my budget and my needs. When assembling your ideal machine, don't forget to follow this step. If this video was helpful to you, let me know by commenting below. Thanks for watching and all the best assembling your ideal machine. Bye bye.